And we are live. I'm here with the Terminator, Mo Zubair. Mo, thanks for joining me.
No worries. Thanks for having me as always.
It's such a relief that we finally got to do this because it's been absolutely cursed.
Oh man.
First of all, I think the first time that we rescheduled was because your opponent had pulled out, your first opponent. Talk to me about that, and then we'll come on to who you're currently fighting. Like, when did you find out he'd pulled out, and did you know that you were going to get another opponent?
So we found out like 3 weeks into camp. I had a strange feeling, don't ask me why, but I remember saying to my coaches, this guy's gonna end up pulling out. And they were like, nah, what mate? I was like, you know what, I've just got a strange feeling, like I've just had a real strange feeling that he was gonna pull out. And then I remember the message saying, oh, the guy saying he wants to change the weight. I'm like, you can't change the weight 3 weeks out from the fight. What's this? And they're like, we
Yeah,
want you to make a flyweight. Then look, I can't make flyweight again, you know. So this
yeah.
was so the promoter says, you know what? Don't worry about it. We'll rematch you. So I knew I would get a new opponent.
Okay, so he still on the card at flyweight, or is he
Yeah,
no longer fighting?
he's been rematched at flyweight, which is kind of mad. Like, don't accept the fight. Then halfway through camp, change your mind saying we want to change your weight. You can't do that. That's professional and you've signed your contracts. Then what?
It is unusual. I just assumed that he was injured.
Nah, he wanted to change the weight. Don't know why. Must have seen
Well,
some,
it must have
know.
been flying off him in camp, maybe.
I
Like,
reckon he was
but
already walking around. I reckon he was already 59 kilo.
mm,
So I reckon he
yeah,
was already
maybe.
59 kilo. Yeah.
But they say everything happens for a reason, and
Yeah.
now you're fighting for the bantamweight title, which is just epic. You're fighting Noah Mannion, who I've seen fight loads of times. He's a regular fixture on the shows near me, Cage Warriors Academy Southeast and Fight Star, and he's quite well known. So you must be buzzing for this one.
I didn't really know him, you know, when we got offered him. I just seen that he was from New Wave Academy, which I've heard of. Don't really know
Yeah.
much about him. And I seen his record, and I was like, "Wow, this is gonna be a good fight, man. This guy's got a good record, and it's a better test for me, you know." So yeah,
Yeah, New Wave, a great bunch of guys down there, a great bunch of people. They're always very professional. Just the same as your team. They come to fight. They want their guys to do well. They're just a really good bunch of people. I think it's going to be an epic fight, and just like you must be buzzing this for the title.
yeah, I can't wait, man. Like 5 rounds, get a strap at the end of it as well when I get my hand raised. So yeah, it's good. I had a crack at their flyweight title on 2 weeks' notice. Lost a very close decision. Now I'm fighting for the bantamweight title on 3 weeks' notice. So this is all mad.
And yeah, it is mad. It is mad, like just saying that you'll do it in that kind of turnaround. But I'm sure, knowing you as I do, that you wouldn't have had any hesitation in saying yes to that.
No hesitation, not all assistant manager. Yeah, let's take it. Let's take it.
And have you watched any footage of him? Like, have you got any idea, like, game plan wise? Is it any different to the other fight for you? Or is it all about just your game and imposing what you want to do?
To be fair, I sent him over to my coaches who accepted the fight for me. I've not
Yeah.
really watched him. Not gonna lie, I don't really care what he's gonna do or his game plan. Same as the last opponent, I didn't really care what they were gonna do this camp. I was focusing on me, making my skill set better, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And what with COVID, it's been like a long time out of the cage. You were lucky enough to fight on Celtic Gladiator, so you've got some in during lockdown periods, but it's not been as active for anyone as they would like at the moment. What's the rest of the year like for you? Do you have other shows lined up that you want to fight on, or are you just going to take it one fight at a time?
Really take it one fight at a time, but I've had a couple of promoters message me. That says you have to speak to my management heavy duty, and then we take it from there because I don't know what he's got planned for me, you know. So
Yeah. And presumably, if you win the title, then you'll be looking for other gold in other promotions as
yeah,
well.
I'll tell you what I've wanted, yeah, and I will get this before I turn pro. I want that Caterers Academy strap. I've been saying this for like 2 years now, and that is what I want. That's what I've got my eyes set on.
You need to come down to Caterers Academy Southeast to get on Jack Mason's show. It's an awesome night of fights. I'd love to see you down there.
Yeah, definitely, man. Jack, if you're watching this, hit me up, man. On game, whatever, 24-hour notice, 6 weeks, whatever short notice, full camp on game, man.
Oh, I'd absolutely love to have you guys down. It would be wicked. But like, yeah, tell us more about just the way that you train. You train like a professional. I know you're still an amateur, um, but I've said this in the last few interviews. The amateurs now are so good, and I've discussed it with Cole before as well. You guys train like you're professionals. Your nutrition's on point, like professional. You do everything that the professionals do, apart from getting paid a good purse, I guess.
Yeah, apart from that, but yeah, I do everything by the book. I train full time. This is like my life. I don't do nothing else. Train, sleep, train, sleep, train, sleep, train, sleep. So yeah, I guess you have to do it properly when your heart's set on something. You can't do something half-hearted.
Yeah. And what is your heart set on long term? Is it the UFC where you want to be?
Yeah, UFC, Bellator. So yeah, I'd like to fight in Japan as well. Like don't ask me why. Some people have always got a certain place they want to fight in. Mine's Japan. I don't know why. Just looks kind of cool out there.
A lot of people say that, and like the fans are really different over there as well.
Yeah,
Like it's supposed to be really quiet, and like that as a sign of respect of a good fight, they stay quiet throughout the fights, and I just think that must be like really different and unusual, a real experience.
yeah,
One for the bucket list, anyway.
definitely.
But go back to this card, this show, and I will put the ticket link under the interview. But it's one people can, I believe that people can come and watch the show. Is that still the
Yeah,
case
yeah,
with the government guidelines? There's still people allowed in?
yeah. People can still come in. I seen that the show happened yesterday actually with a crowd,
Oh, excellent.
which was good. I can't remember what show it was, but I know that one happened with a crowd.
Well, that's good. That's good. So people can still get on you for tickets to come to the show. And I've seen that there's pay-per-view links as well for people who can't get to the show. So we'll also make that available. It looks like a cracking card. I don't know, like for me, I just instantly like there were a few fights that jumped out. But is there anyone you're looking forward to see on that show?
Not really. I just want to beat this guy, get that title, and then celebrate with my mate who's defended his caterer's title as well on the Thursday. So yeah.
Oh, well, you're jumping ahead. I was going to ask you about that fight in a minute, but let's talk about him now. Let's talk about Matthias Frederick. He's the cage warriors middleweight champion. I think quite a lot of people thought that he might have already got a call from the UFC. He's going to be defending his belt on Thursday against Bonner. How do you see the fight going? And you're actually, are you going to be coming down for that, or was that only when they were allowing people in? Now there's no fans or anything. Are you still traveling down?
No, I won't be down this time. I was going to be in the corner, but obviously with this fight, I won't be able to. But yeah, Bonner, he's looked wicked in his past three. You know, he's beat top guys, but
Yeah.
I can't. I can't really see him matching Natty's level anywhere, you know. Like I've seen people saying, "Oh, but Natty went the distance with James Webb, and James Webb took him down, and he couldn't take Bonner down." But it looked like Bonner caught James Webb on a bad day, to be fair, because Webb's a high level fighter. So styles make fights at the end of the day, and I can't really see Bonner matching Natty anywhere.
It is, you never know when you're watching a fight, you never know how much is somebody having a bad day or how much is the other person making that person look like they're having a bad day. But I totally agree. I think that Webb had a really tough camp for that last fight. He wasn't able to train with his normal MMA team out in Dublin because he couldn't get over there at all. And it's just, I mean, you know what it's like. It's not one of these sports where you can not put in your normal level of training and expect like the same results. It doesn't work like that. But take nothing away from Bonner. It was a really good fight from him. But yeah, it is, for me, it's difficult to see anyone beating the Tyus now. He's defended the belt. Surely he's got to get the call if he gets this one on Thursday, surely.
Yeah, definitely. I see UFC are coming to London, aren't they, in September or something. So I
Yeah.
see hopefully he gets the call. Well, not even hopefully, he should get the call for it. So fingers crossed, yeah.
And I also wanted to ask you about another one of your teammates, somebody who's just fought, Leon Edwards, fought last weekend. It was an absolutely superb performance, and then kind of 90 seconds before the end, he got caught with an amazing shot, and it looked like
Yeah.
it could be a change of fortune. But what did you make of the fight?
Oh, Leon was just outclassing him everywhere on the
Yeah,
feet. He looked like Nate was getting a bit frustrated. So he's like, you know what? Let me resort to taunting and see if I can get Leon to make a mistake, which never happened. The wrestling and the grappling, Leon looked good everywhere. I know that he said that he switched off in the last 90 seconds. He said he looked over to the clock, seen that there weren't long left, and he was like, "Well, it's not a lot." And then that split second, Nate caught him. But Nate's dangerous, man. You can't really switch off against a guy like that.
yeah.
But it was a good fight, man. Just like watching Nate, and like he's one of my favorite fighters. Looking up to him, and then someone that you know when you're good friends is fighting him is just he's mad.
Yeah, it is mad and a strange feeling, and it's something that happens like quite frequently now to me. Either people that I really like fighting each other, or people I know well, people I've supported for ages, then fighting one of my teammates or something. It's so hard when you when you've got like kind of deep rooted emotions for both people fighting each other, but it was a great fight, great performance from Leon, and glad that he managed to survive that Nate onslaught in the last 90 seconds.
Yeah, it was.
So give me a prediction for your fight. You said about it being 5 rounds. Do you see it going the distance?
Honestly don't know. You know me well, and I always try and finish fights, you know. So I'm looking to stop him, whether it's on the feet or on the ground. But if I can't stop him, it sounds like it would be a absolute 5 round war then. And
Yeah.
I'm always getting into wars recently. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You sounded so hyped for this next one, even when it was the previous opponent, and like some of your posts were like, you will do whatever it takes. Some of your last fights haven't gone your way. Like, do you feel any pressure like going in off the back of a losing streak, or does it make you more hungry? Like, how does that change things for you?
Nah, no pressure. I remember Joy said to me once when I was fighting, he was in my corner, he says, you don't do pressure, you do preparation, you know, and I've trained my ass off for 8 weeks now. So yeah, no pressure at all, you know. Um I'm guessing I'm the underdog in this fight, but that just makes me more hungry, man. Like I don't really give a shit about them past performances, you know. My last fight, he he caught me on a bad day. I don't know what happened then. Um, but the ones before that, just little tiny mistakes I was making. I've been back to the gym since January. I've made some massive improvements, and I can't wait to showcase them.
How do you think the Mo Zubair today would do against like the Mo Zubair that lost in those last few fights?
I'll smash that guy. Smash that guy.
You do seem to be like always focused on just progress, permanently improving. I don't know if I know anyone who seems to be as committed and hardworking as you.
Yeah, look at them around, Rocky, Joy, Natty, all them guys, just watching them and being around them, the mentality kind of rubs off, you know. So who cares about past fights, the amateur
Yeah.
fights? When I turn pro, I've got that good experience against the good level guys, and it's a clean slate, you know. So amateurs are all about experience and learning and fighting top guys. That's what I'm doing. If I wanted to, I could have easily says, nah, get me an easy opponent. Like, if I wanted to, I could easily fight bums my whole amateur career and be 10-0 and turn pro. But nah, that's not the kind of guy I am, you know.
Yeah. And you mentioned like a whole host of names there. Like, how inspiring is it to be around all those guys in the gym every day? That's mental. Just like the few that you named off the top of your head there is like a killer's row. It must just be amazing to be in the gym with them all every day and see them preparing for UFC fights and Cage Warriors title fights.
Yeah, it's mad. I was helping Rocky in his camp. I remember he was like waking me up at some mad times. Let's go and do track. Let's go and do hill sprints. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then watching Joy and Natty as well. Joy's fighting the same day as me in Vegas. He flies out tomorrow actually. He's got a very good opponent, and then Natty's fighting Bonner. So it's good to be on camp with these guys as well, just grinding on the mats with them every day. It's just proper inspiring, you know, and it shows that you can be possible, you know, like a lad from the UK just trying to make it with all these guys around me. It shows that you know what, you can reach the top. So it's just proper inspirational stuff.
100%. And I think now as well with Brandon Moreno and Jan Blachowicz, like we've got examples of people that haven't like made
Yeah.
linear progress. We've got people who've like been dropped from the UFC and then going back and then becoming a champion. Like I think there's some really positive stories out there of people who've lost a few fights along the way and come back and won at the highest level and now champions. But for me, I think like they're two of the coolest stories in the whole of the UFC.
Yeah, didn't Yang go like sure he went like 2-6 or something. Between like
Yeah,
2015 and 2019 or something like that.
yeah. And it's, you know, I look at some of the people who've been cut really harshly after two losses against savages, and like you think that just shows like they can't give up. They can be back there and they can still be winning UFC gold at some point in the future. Like your story's never over until you say it's over. Um, can't even remember what made me go off on that mad tangent there, but it just popped into my head.
Inspirational,
I
man.
said it,
Inspirational.
yeah. But before we go, Mo, do you want to give a shout out to your sponsors and anyone helping you that you want to say thanks to?
Big shout out to everyone down at Team Renegade. My striking gyms, Wheelie Castle Muay Thai, NJB Muay Thai. My nutritionist and strength coach, Paul Reed with Vortex. My management, Heavy Duty, Hard Life Fightwear.
Big
Can't even
shout
remember
out to
the
them. Thank you for my
yeah,
t-shirt. I love it.
you ain't got it on. You said you
I
would
know,
have.
I'm an idiot. I completely forgot. I'm so stressed about being caught in a traffic jam that I bloody forgot to put it on. I'll have it on for the next one, I promise.
Yeah. But yeah, there's so many sponsors I can't remember, man. But like, thank you to all of them supporting me this camp. And in 6 days' time, I get some new gold around my waist and become a 2-weight champion. Yeah.
So Golden Ticket Fight Promotions 15 is on next Saturday, the 26th. It's the same night as Jai's fight. So big shout out to him, a good best of skill to him. It's the same night as Cage Warriors last night as well. So big shout out to everyone on that card. We wish Matthias Frederick the best of skill for his title fight on Thursday as well. And of course, for your title fight next Saturday. People can still get tickets from you, right?
Yeah, you can still get tickets.
Awesome. I absolutely cannot wait to see this one. I think it's going to be epic. I'm so glad that this was the fight that got made instead, because I think it's going to be absolute gold. And I wish you the very best of skill for the night. I wish you a good end of fight camp and weight cut and everything, and hope everything goes well for you, Mo.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for persevering as well with all of our technical hitches and false starts on this interview. It was worth it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Take care of yourself.